where the Rockets have been in orbit for 15 straight games, looking for their 16th straight.
They're trying to remain in that top 8 and get as high as possible and play basketball.
Let's see Honey, and we thank Nate Robinson for joining us here on Play.
For one, they just got to make every possession difficult like they did right there. Try to get steals, but try not to turn the ball over like they did. Three straight turnover possessions for OKC. They just got to get the ball to the basket.
Tucker for three. He's his way in there. That one rims out. Back come the Rockets in transition. Harden blocked by Houston.
Wow.
Yeah, right away, no hesitation. Wanted to have Paul George on James Harden to try to make sure, as you just mentioned, to cut into that. And guys, it'll be interesting to watch as this game unfolds. There have been multiple times.
Capella switches to Paul George. That three off. And Capella releases and gets the lob from these two teams. One team is very good at it. The other team not as efficient. That's OKC.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, you have great one-on-one players at possessions.
You mentioned it, Fish. How many times is it that Steven Adams is going to have to guard Chris Paul? Melo comes down, switches at the top of the key.
I mean, that's going to be all night. We're going to see them pick and rolls, and they're going to keep switching out until they find the matchup they want.
Paul George for three on in bunches. Still going to be impactful for OKC come playoff time.
Very impactful. And, you know, for men and Impamute, PJ Tucker, you see Gerald Green out on the floor, length and athleticism really at every position for the Houston
Rockets. Fun to watch. There's no way he should not win MVP.
Saw the numbers there, guys, with him averaging 31.2 points. The last three MVPs in the league have averaged 30 points. Durant in 14, Curry in 16, and Westbrook at 17. Harden at 31.2, and add three more.
Georgia steal or Raymond Felton steal?
It depends on where you are and who's keeping the stats.
Depends on how much Paul George is paying the statistician.
Okay.
Corey gives OKC the 1 point lead as we close in on 30 seconds to go in the first. Gerald Green answers.
See, that's tough. When you're making tough shots.
The greatness of an individual player to get high percentage shots.
Grant trying to find some space on Luke and
Knock
Corey. Second three of the game. That should have been a backcourt violation.
It could have been.
Felton did not establish.
Off the bench. Wait a
three-point shot here in this
possession. Yes, D'Antoni was mad because before the game he had a mustache. He was yelling so much right there. He yelled his mustache off.
Capella, nice kick to Gordon. That three's in. Looks like they're electing to get two.
I want Tucker to try to be the hero. He takes his time.
Two on the clock. Ariza floats one up. That
might have been a travel and an and one. They just got to find a way to get an easy bucket. Okay, here we go.
Melo turning baseline.
There it is. Get an easy
possession. Tucker floater. That's off. He gets his rebound. And tapped out by Adams. Here comes Russell flying in for two.
Bucket.
Harden getting the switch on Melo. Tucker swing pass, Ariza three. That's good.
See, that's one thing I'm
keep it in front.
That one's for you, Nate.
Yeah.
PJ said, all right, you want to stay on the shooter?
No, that's fine. Yeah,
okay.
But that's a layup. I'm talking about making some jump shots. You can't give him a steady dose of the same to have to get a big boy bucket tonight.
Harden swing, Ariza. That's good.
See?
And that already to get two, but OKC down 12 and continue to punish this high pick and roll to get Melo guarding Harden.
Watch your head. Grown man dunk down there, guys. Watch your heads.
Melo trying to respond. He catches in with three.
As you see the Rockets continuing to try to search for these switches, which is fine.
Another steal. Unselfish. Okay. Okay, Paul George.
Here comes the cut by Paul George. No
okay,
good.
Adams.
Numbers advantage for Houston. Harden with the right hand.
Every game that they're playing, and so that they're not really focused too much on the playoff seeding and whether they go from 3 to 7 to 6.
Westbrook and Melo, their effective field goal percentage They're in the worst 6 since February 1st.
You know, you got to keep at it. Keep shooting. You know, shooters never stop shooting. That's one thing. You only shoot the shots you only miss the shots you don't take. And that's just, you know, you got to be confident within your
3 so far for Houston tonight, 9 of 18. Melo trying to respond. He does. Who's where and why?
That's a tough race right there. The West standings has been like that for forever. Oh, Bacon's open. Tucker's game, not saying that he's not a great player, which I think he's an unbelievable team player. It's just you have to make him score the basketball.
You want a soft rotation to Tucker, right? You want him to be the guy to take 12 or 13 shots in a game like this.
Yes.
Not that guy Harden at the rim. Swing pass, Tucker. That three's good.
Got to live. They're definitely on pace for 26 turnovers.
Harden lob, Capella. Devastating combination there. Back comes Harden. CP3 from way out knocks down the 3.
Westbrook just has to settle for a three-pointer, and I think there are a handful of those possessions each game that would take his field goal attempts down.
Melo got to give a better effort than just a blow-by. Offensive foul right there wasn't called.
See him in the first half as Brewer misses a 3 from the right side, collected by OKC. And back to Corey Brewer, whose activity.
What Billy Donovan decides to do, Corey Brewer becomes the guy that goes into the lineup with their starting group.
They're pretty much undefeated.
Westbrook finds a seam, gets to the rim.
Breakdown. So there's a connection between poor offense and poor defense we're seeing from the Thunder in recent weeks.
Gerald Green firing. He hits a 3 with just 3
seconds. Come off going right. They haven't seen him left all night. And when he scores over 20 points.
That did the Rockets way.
Well, yeah, in the previous years, he's always been a pick and roll type player.
Corey Brewer.
So now he gets the opportunity to come.
It is also on what the Thunder haven't figured out how to do is run efficient offense so that the game is easier for Russell Westbrook and do less on the nights that other people are doing more. They are smart enough to see that difference. And great players want to see their teammates succeed. So if other guys are going
enough scoring to get that done.
Brewer misses the layup. Felton hustles down.
Ooh,
and a great job with Porter
alone, yeah.
Tremendous play from them. And one of the best stories in New Orleans, Nate, I think, is Emeka Okafor and his play this year.
Again, the same action they ran in the first half. You bring Paul George off of the staggers. At least it forces the defense to move. Oh, God, maybe you should be stunning to P.J. Tucker and stay at home with Eric Gordon.
Adams with the quick lob.
Thunder's advantage against a lot of teams is their physicality. You know, with Russell at the guard position, with Carmelo, and there's been inconsistency and frustration and underperformance for most of the season, then yes, this is a lineup that the Rockets may have to go to at times versus the Warriors if they see each other in the postseason.
Nice return pass from Grant.
Nice offense.
Shot opportunities for guys on the perimeter.
Adams jump hook, that's good.
That's the first jump hook we see.
Houston in great position here to collect their 50th win of the season. Paul George drives in, gets that layup to go.
A lot of that success has been, you know, through my guy Lou Will.
This year, Fish. This team looks hungry. 2 14-game win streaks. This one's going to be 16 as Westbrook sneaks in.
Yeah,
undefeated. So feel like we're on a collision course in some ways, Fish.
It does appear that way, and specifically because both of those teams are great offensively.
From the bench. Just let them know, hey, I scored 23 and a quarter for y'all.
16th straight win.